Hi, guys, and welcome to Module 3, where we are going to be talking about emotionally detaching from your home and why most sellers struggle to sell and how to get ahead. So, we need to be honest. Most homeowners lose money not because the market is bad, like the previous chapter. They lose money because they are emotionally attached to their home. And what emotions does is it causes overpricing, it causes hesitation, and it can make sellers feel insulted or defensive when buyers don't see the value that they believe is there. Because most homeowners only know their house. That's their sanctuary, that's their life. And it's completely understandable why these people think this way. Because it's their home. And you as well, if you're gonna come to a point where you bought this course because you've used real estate agents before, but your house is not selling, it's highly possible that your house is overpriced. Here is the truth. And this truth is going to set you free from that chokehold that this has on you. Once your home is listed for sale, you need to stop thinking about it as your sanctuary because now it's becoming a product and it's competing against other houses in the market. And to sell that product successfully, you need to stop thinking like a nostalgic homeowner, and you need to start thinking about the buyer and what buyers want. Put yourself in the buyer's shoes. So, what does emotional attachment look like? If you find yourself thinking things like, oh, we spent 200,000 Rand in the kitchen, we've just done a renovation, I want to get that money back. We've bought our baby this home, we've raised our children here. Why don't they compliment our garden? They're saying the bathroom is small, but it's always been perfect for us. It's not a problem. Like I said, you're not alone. There's many sellers that are doing that, and these thoughts are human. But here's the reality. Buyers are not buying your memories. They are going to buy your layout. They're going to buy how bright the home is on the inside. They're buying space, flow, value. They care about what the home feels like to them and not what it means to you. And this is why real estate agents excel in this space. You're not alone when it comes to having to detach. So majority of the South Africans, they are going to need real estate agents to help them do this. And it's one of the areas where a real estate agent brings the most value. They're not just listing the homes, but they act as this buffer between the seller's emotions and the buyer's feedback. They tell the seller or you what it is that you don't want to hear. Like your kitchen is outdated, the color scheme is too bold, the price is too high, and the buyers are put off by the clutter in your house. In short, agents help sellers to let go, and then they charge you a commission for guiding you through the emotional gap. But here's the good news, you are going to learn how to do this yourself and then keep the commission in your own pocket. So you need to start thinking like a buyer and not a seller. The mindset, the mindset shift changes everything. And you are going to try this. This home served me well. Now it's time for someone else to make it theirs. That mental shift will help you see your property as not your personal comfort zone anymore, but as an attractive, valuable listing in the market. Buyers are going to open your cupboard doors. They're going to comment on your unfinished finishes in the house. They will imagine their own lives within your wall, and this is normal and it's necessary. The sooner you begin to see your home as an inventory, the sooner you are going to approach the sale with confidence and with clarity. Let's give an example of what happens when you emotionally price and when you statistically price your home. So, in this comparison, homeowner A, they put their home on the market for, and they are firm about this because they put much love and effort into the house and it's worth every cent. The property sits on the market for about 11 months and eventually they accept an offer of 1.7 million. And if they price their home for 1.8 or 1.9, they could have gotten more buyers in Because when your home sits on the market for so long, people find a reason as to why they are looking for issues. If the house is on the market for so long, there is a problem. And that causes mistrust in buyers. In owner B's situation, they took practical
2.8
steps
million
and
rand.
practical approaches when it came to pricing their property. They removed personal photos, they packed early, they cleaned up their space, and they set a price based on data and not emotion. They sold within 3 weeks, receiving multiple offers. And when you receive multiple offers, there's a high possibility that buyers start upbidding the price in order to receive the home. And they walk away with both profit and peace of mind. So, what is the difference between these two? It's mindset. If you change your mindset from this is no longer my home, this is now a product, and I'm competing with other products out there, you put yourself in a much better position. So, in the module below, you're going to get a quick guide on detaching. And what it's going to entail is a checklist on starting with early packing, beginning removing personal items and boxing them up. And what this will do is mentally prepare you to move forward. It's going to assist you with depersonalizing your space, taking down family photos, bold artwork, unique style decor, because buyers need to imagine their lives there. And in order to do that, they need a blank canvas. You are going to base your price on facts. You are going to get a full module on this later. It's going to be module 5 module 6. It's module 5. And it's going to help you use local data, recent sale, and professional valuation tools, and not just sentiment and feeling when it comes to pricing your home. You need to visualize your next chapter. It's going to place a picture of you being in your new home, visualizing your goals, and you're going to need to see this daily of where you want to be after you're selling it. What this is going to do, it's going to focus or help you focus on what's ahead now that you are leaving behind this home of yours. You're also going to have to shift your language. It's going to help you to talk about property in neutral terms and no longer saying our home. You're going to be saying this beautiful house or this well loved space. So, what you are going to be doing now is getting out of that space where most sellers get stuck. And some never move forward at all. They give up on the selling process. But that's not going to be your story. You are learning to move differently. Especially with taking the step of buying this course, you made the choice of going after knowledge because you are going to price with logic. You're not going to price with emotion. You present with clarity and not clutter, and you step forward in confidence. Knowledge is confidence, and fear comes from the unknown. So remember, emotions is going to hold you back, and you need to move differently when it comes to selling your house. Don't be stuck, be ready, because you're not just selling a property, you're going to be taking control of the whole process. And at the end of the day, keeping more money while doing it.